Good evening. So Rishi Sunak jets off to Austria, a nice little country, albeit population smaller than the size of London. And he goes to meet the Austrian Chancellor to talk about the Rwanda plan, to tell us that actually we are leading the way. Yes, the rest of Europe is going to copy our great leadership because Rwanda, 2 years on, has been such a huge success. We've spent over 140 million quid on the scheme. So far, one person has gone to Rwanda. We had to bribe them with 3,000 quid in cash to make them go. But on the aeroplane were the Press Association and the Daily Mail and GB News. They were the only people invited. Can you guess why? Because they are probably the two most critical people of government policy on legal and illegal immigration. And I think he is terrified of the year's immigration figures that are going to come out this Thursday. Now, whether they're as high as the 700,000 last year, we don't know. But I tell you what, they won't be the tens of thousands promised in successive Conservative manifestos. But he also gave a piece of information to GB News as an exclusive. Here's the PM in Austria earlier on today.
The numbers are down by around a third. They were down by around a third last calendar year as well. So we are making progress. And just this year, in fact, we have returned 10,000 people back to other countries. That's 2,000 people more than we did last year. So that shows the progress we're making. And including within that are 1,700 foreign national offenders. Again, 400 more than last year. So yes, we are making progress. Of course, there's more to do. I've been very clear that I won't stop until we have stopped the boats.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick not just of the numbers. I'm sick not just of the change that it's putting on our country. I'm sick, actually, above all, of the sheer dishonesty of the way that Sunak tries to spin numbers. I really have just about had enough of this. The numbers are not down, Prime Minister. Those crossing the English Channel are up by 20% this year. Are you listening? And tomorrow, if another 150 come, that'll be 10,000 that will have crossed the English Channel already this year. And as for the deportation of 10,000 people who are here illegally, and many of whom, of course, are convicted criminals who've been sent back, let's have a look at the historic graph of British government deportations. You can see that in the time of the Labour government, we were deporting up to 40,000 people every year who were here illegally and whose asylum claim was rejected. That's what the Conservatives inherited. From 2013 up until the start of the pandemic, that number fell. The number of those being deported fell by 82% to 8,400. And here we are, a post-pandemic year, and we're just above what was considered to be an historic low, and we're supposed to believe that they're doing a good job. They are not. It is all spin. Please do not believe a single word of what this man says. And just to show you what a mess this party are, can you believe, even when he talks about student visas not being a backdoor to immigration into Britain, guess what? He's opposed almost immediately by the Foreign Secretary, David Cameron, the Home Secretary, and a host of other cabinet ministers. They are split down the middle. They don't stand for a single thing. So when Sunak tells you what is government policy, do you believe him? Farage at gbnews.com.